What's up, everybody? We are here at the Dapper Owl Coffee Pub and Bakery. It's a new place that just opened up here in Murfreesboro. It's a stone's throw away from MTSU. We just wrapped up doing a podcast here, and actually, before we get to the podcast, I just wanted to give them a shout out. Y'all need to come check this place out. It's locally owned. The owner's here locally, and the food is great. It's a pub and a coffee shop. The coffee is phenomenal. You absolutely love it if you like coffee drinks. Really good. And the inside is just very comforting. It's very home feeling. It's a really cool place. So I want to invite y'all to come out and check it out. Just our own personal 2 cents here. We really like this place. We'll be back several times, I can guarantee that. But I'm going to stop there and on to the podcast. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Live with John show, and today I am I've been looking forward to this one since we talked about it weeks ago here at the new Dapper Owl. It's, well, I say coffee shop, but it's not just a coffee shop. You guys, you got bakery and all kinds of stuff, right?
And we're also a pub, yeah.
And a pub. Okay, we'll get to that in a minute. But with me today is Miss Megan, the one, the only. Miss Megan, you're the general manager.
Yes.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay, barista, coffee guru, all the above.
All of the above.
You do it all, right?
Yep, woman of all trades.
That's right. And you made this amazing drink. But by the way, if you come to Dapper Owl, when you come to Dapper Owl.
There you go.
What was this one called again? It's something.
That's our bonfire night.
The bonfire night. This thing is fantastic, y'all. What's in this thing?
So it's a maple, caramel, and cinnamon base. We have different milks that you can choose, and then it's topped with cinnamon. And you have your choice of topping it with a nice cold foam. Those are better iced, I will say, because you get to enjoy. I know.
You gave me the lesser of the two.
No, we gave you the cold foam with there too.
I asked for the hot.
But yeah, that's probably one of our most popular crowd favorite. Yeah.
This is fantastic.
It's like a fall morning in a cup. You know?
Pretty much. Yeah, that's heaven in a cup. That's what that is. Really good.
Thank you.
And so you said this is by far the most requested.
As far as our signature lattes go, that's by a landslide, our most popular, for sure.
Okay, well, before I ask on the signatures, what's the address here? Where can people find you? Social media? Throw it out there.
So we are located at 2412 East Main here in Murfreesboro. Social media is Dapper Owl TN, Instagram, Facebook, just Dapper Owl. And then
website was it dapperowl.coffee?
Yes, dapperowl.coffee.
Cool. I'll put that in the description so people can click.
And we update that constantly. So 97, 98% of the time, all the information you find on the website is 100% accurate.
All right.
100%, 97.
50% of the time it works. 50% of the time. Sorry. Okay, there you go. We'll run with that. Okay.
I'm just getting this ball rolling.
Hey, it's all right. We're just getting started, folks. We're just getting started. So I want to go back to you mentioned Signature's lattes because this one is fantastic.
Yeah.
But what are the other ones you got that people
like? Our signature lattes are our bonfire night, which is maple and caramel with cinnamon. We have a poly, which is probably one of our less sweeter lattes for the people that are like me. They don't really like super sweet stuff. That's a hazelnut base. We have a Wicked Lady, which is amazing.
They were talking about that out there. Somebody mentioned how good it was.
Yeah, the Wicked Lady is so good. If you've had there's different variations of a Cuban, but this is probably my favorite version. Yeah. But it's sweetened condensed milk with cinnamon and a little bit of simple syrup. Divine. Absolutely amazing. Yeah. And then we have another probably our second most popular, which is the Beehive. It's a honey and vanilla.
Well, it's got honey in it, so it's guaranteed.
So good. It's so good. So those are all of our signature lattes. You really, truly can't miss with any of those. Yeah,
and we'll get into more of those here in a minute because what I love what you all have done here and why I was so excited about coming in and taking a look around and stuff was you're not just creating drinks.
No.
Like you even said, one of those, actually there's a guy walking around right there with he's got the coffee flight, which we'll talk about in a second. But even some of your machines and making a drink can take 30 minutes for this stuff to mix up and do everything. So you're really creating artwork in a cup.
100%, yeah. From an ex-worker at a bigger corporation, I can say by far, when you actually take the time to curate the coffee and just build something better than just pushing a button, it's worlds different. Yeah. Because each morning when I come in and I dial in the machine, it's never the same. Yeah. So it's affected by the weather outside, the humidity. Yeah. So how fresh the bean is, how old the bean is. So every single day when I come in, it can take me like 5 minutes to calibrate the machine. It could take me 30 minutes to calibrate the machine. So it doesn't matter like how experienced you are, you still have to come in and like put that work in to pull the perfect shot. So, and coffee's base is espresso, and that's like the heart of it. So like if we don't have that right, you're not going to have a great cup of coffee.
Well, that explains why this was so freaking good.
Why, thank you.
This was amazing. I'm telling you, this was...
I will take full credit for that this
morning. I'm a coffee fiend, and we drink a lot of coffee, and this is definitely up there. So
I'm very
I look forward to trying the menu as we go along. And y'all do more than just coffee. Like I said, you had... So what was it? You had a s'mores looking thing up there. It looked fantastic.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Like, oh yeah.
That is probably the best thing that we've put on our fall menu by far. Like that is like people try, they're like, oh, it's only like 8:30 in the morning. Should I get a s'mores bar? And I'm that devil on your shoulder. Yes.
Yes, you should.
You absolutely need to have it, because if you don't get it, we're gonna sell out for the day. And then you're going to regret it when you come back later for your afternoon pick-me-up. Like, it's... So you got to get it before you can.
So FOMO, it's a real thing, folks.
It is.
Don't miss out on the s'mores thing that they got up there. And you got blueberry muffins. And you were making the blueberry muffins. We walked back there. By the way, if you're watching this and not listening, Miss Tracy, the owner's right off the camera over here. And she gave us a tour earlier, and that blueberry thing you had. I mean, we walked back there and I went, I was like, what is that? And it smelled so good.
Yeah. Oh. Everything's made in-house too, which really just kind of really sets us apart from a lot of other coffee shops. We make everything in-house. We consider ourselves like an artisanal bakery. And each day we really focus on how much we put out. So it's a very much like first come, first serve. Because we'll have people, like our regulars will come in, and like we have a gentleman who comes in like cannot get enough of our blueberry muffins. So if he comes in past like 12, he already kind of knows that like there's a 50-50 chance always, but he's just like none today, and so he'll come back the very next day bright and early and get like pretty much sell us out every time.
There you go.
So it's a very first come first serve, like, and that's, to me, in my opinion, I think that's the best way to do it, because our bakers back there are putting in work. You know, they're really just they're grinding back there, so it's really nice to like have that fresh every single day.
Well, it was cool to see too when I mean, just when we got here and we're setting up, Mr. Bob came in and was like, "Hey, Bob," and
I love Bob.
He came back, "Oh, what you doing?" And then the mother and son up front, they came over, "Hey guys, hey, you shooting? What you doing?" And everybody was very very friendly here. You created the atmosphere I think you've created with the coffee and what you make, and the blueberry muffins, for example, because that's my favorite. But just, it's all like, it coincides together. It's hard, you know, the people, and it just meshes to this great little atmosphere that you've created here, which is really cool. Come see it for yourself. 2412.
Please.
What is it, West Main? There we go.
East Main.
East Main. Sorry, it's the wrong one. Other direction. East Main. But yeah. So going back to actual coffee shop, y'all haven't been open very long, right? This location?
No, we just surpassed like our 3-month mark.
Okay.
So we're entering our 4th month, and it feels like we've been open significantly longer, but I think the 4 months, it's been a very short time, but the community and everybody has really shown up for us, so I think it feels longer. Which is great, because a lot of businesses can't really say that when they're starting up. So, but we've only been open for just over 3 months.
Nice. Well, and your location, I mean, you're just a stone's throw from MTSU. I'm sure you get a lot of MTSU traffic too, people here?
Yeah. And we definitely, like, that was one thing that the owner was kind of putting in her forefront, was she wants to be there for college students. She wants to be a safe space. She wants to have a place where kids can just come in, study, hang out, chill.
Nice.
And they really do, like, they come in and they take full advantage of that, which is great.
I know even this room that we're in right now, one of the first things we said was like, this is really comfortable in here. Just the feeling in here is very comforting. It feels like home. So, and speaking of this room, I'm going to jump ahead real quick. You can actually rent this room, right?
You can.
Can you rent the other rooms or whatever?
So you can actually rent this room specifically, like, especially during business hours. We have so many people coming in for like business meetings, or just like if they want to come in and like work, they can do that. But after hours, you can rent the whole space. So if you rent the room, you can also rent the whole building, which is just great, because we've got parties coming in, bridal showers, like
Cool.
book clubs, all of that.
Okay.
So we have a youth group that come in.
Very cool.
So it's been great.
Okay. Well, you said after hours. What is after hours?
5 to 9.
5 to 9? Okay, gotcha. So, all right, that's cool. Well, I'll put, again, more info about that in the description. So if you want to come check it out and rent out the space. And I have a feeling we'll be doing more podcasts from here too. So this is such a cool place, and I want more of these right here. These are good. So, but okay. So you've been open 3 months, and you said the community overall has been real.
Yeah.
I mean, inviting, accommodating. I know the ribbon cutting was a lot of people. I remember that. So,
that was a blast.
Yeah. Awesome. You get all those chamber people coming out. Yeah, there's a lot of people.
Yeah, and it was a lot of new. It really brought in a lot of new faces from like different parts of Murfreesboro. Because when we first opened, like the neighborhood and just like the overall community really showed up for us.
Nice.
And I mean, within the first month, we already had our regulars. And now, like, even today, like, I've had at least like 4 or 5 new faces. And they're just like, oh, yeah, my friend told me about this.
You got a new one right here, I'm telling you. So.
We love it. We absolutely love it. And I like a lot of our business is drawn up just through like word of mouth, social media and stuff.
Very cool.
Because everybody's connected through that these days. So it's been very overwhelming in the most positive way to like have those people show up, because a lot of people are, wow, I live just like a mile down the road. Like, you're gonna see me, and sure enough,
there you go.
we do. And it's been just the craziest like ride, like getting to know these people and like having the regulars and just knowing a bit of their life. Like, it's just, that's the best part of my job.
Oh, there you go. So you're a people person. I love it. Awesome. I'm just curious. I like to ask this one with new businesses. Like, in opening a new business and everything that comes with it, you know, did you have any obstacles, anything that you had to overcome to open up this place, or?
I mean,
or maybe Miss Tracy over there.
She's laughing.
She's like, oh God.
Mean, we pretty much just had to go through the same like red tape that like other small businesses have to go through. So like, we did have some setbacks or pushbacks on our opening and stuff. And it was little things that you don't really think about. But I mean, nothing overall like super challenging. Just the typical stuff. So.
I know with a lot of the stuff we do around town and meeting the different businesses that open up, I always hear, you know, the last 10% takes 90% of the time.
It does. It really does.
All the fine tuning and everything. And does this color work? Does this work? Does this work? By the way, the colors in here are awesome, by the way, if you all see this. I love this room. This
That's
red.
All.
Randy Wright. There you go. Mr. Wright Construction. Randy, you hear that?
Excuse me.
That's awesome. There you go, Randy, from Miss Tracy herself over here. Shout out to you. So awesome, cool. Okay, well that's good to know. I mean, so is this is the first one?
Yeah.
Is there plans for a second one?
There is actually. We just got our floor plans back from. Yeah, we got our architectural design back for our Smyrna location. So that one's
more in Rutherford County. All right, cool.
So and they Tracy eventually wants to have at least like maybe 3 or 4 of these, but Smyrna's for sure. Next year. It's coming. It's coming.
That's very cool. Nice. And I heard off camera, y'all have, explain that you have a relationship with Frothy Monkey somehow.
Yes.
What's that all about? So I'm very familiar with Frothy Monkey.
Yes.
I like that. But,
so Tracy actually used to live in Nashville. And she's told me so many stories about how she would just wake up and walk to their 12 South location. So she
I've been there many times.
She created a relationship with them. So when she decided to like hit the ground running with this long dream of hers of having her own coffee shop, they were like the first to come to mind because they have their own roastery and everything. And they have probably by far some of the best beans that I've ever tasted. And she was very specific on wanting to keep it like local oriented.
Gotcha.
So a lot of our stuff is very much tied in with the community or locally sourced. So it just made sense to her to partner up with Frothy Monkey. So our syrups, our beans, they're all Frothy Monkey, and those people, like, I cannot praise them enough.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And I'm very proud that we get to roast them every morning.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Shout out Frothy Monkey.
Yes.
Thank you. That's awesome. Cool. Well, I'm glad to hear that worked out, because thank you for, again, what y'all do here. Cause I can't say enough about this drink. This is phenomenal. I'm still trying to pace myself in this thing. But you know what? No.
We got
why?
more.
I'll just get another one.
For it. Yeah, exactly.
I was saying, why pace
try
myself?
It iced.
That's right, because you gypped me.
Don't tell people that.
No, I'm kidding.
To build a good reputation.
This drink, the best drink you got. You gave me the hot one. No, I'm just kidding. This is fantastic.
We also have
people,
a seasonal
seriously.
menu too, so I don't know if you've looked at that.
All right, we'll check that out too.
Yeah.
One thing I do want to ask: what is the coffee flight? That looked awesome.
So that is a new addition to our menu. So Tracy just one day, she was thinking about it, and she's like, we should do a coffee flight. She's like, I only know of one other place that used to do it. And I told, because I'm from the West Coast, so coffee flights are a very common thing in my brain.
Oh, are they? Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It was, I used to go to brunch with friends, and coffee flights were a big thing over there. So I don't even know why we weren't doing them before. But they're a big hit. So we have, it's $18 to get a flight of our signature lattes, and then it's $22 to do a build your own.
So
you can mix and match.
Got it.
Yeah, our signature lattes we only have 4, and then when I'm curating menus for our seasonal stuff, I try to do 4 lattes and 2 owlets, which are the refreshers. But yeah, you can mix and match, build your own. If you don't want a signature one, you can just be creative and make your own kind of latte.
Oh, that's cool.
So the possibilities are endless, but they have been a huge hit.
We should
for
do
us.
we should do a little mini video after this of what
so
flavors can we come up with or something.
Yeah.
Do a little kitchen setup and get
Yes.
Is that literally how it goes?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So we have people that don't, if we're ever sold out of something, which is a rarity, because we try very hard not to be, we can just curate whatever their flow. My favorite way to choose or help people build a latte is just what they like.
I got you.
So people who have never come to a Sephora, I'm like, what's your go-to latte?
I got you.
And then I can kind of base and help them build with our syrups that we have, what kind of lattes, if they want to just do a build your own type thing. So I really try to, because coffee's a little treat. Yeah. And if you get bad coffee, that just kind of ruins your day. It ruins my day if I get a bad cup of coffee. So I try really hard to just and then you're wasting your money. So you're so my biggest thing is if you leave with a great cup of coffee or a great flight,
there you go.
You know now, moving forward, oh cool, when I go to the Dapper Owl again, this is the latte I want to build.
Well, I want to say it was really cool because when I got here, Miss Tracy was like, hey John, what's your favorite latte would you like? And I said, well, my go-to is always just a caramel latte. I'm pretty simple. And she said, okay. But then I heard her mention this particular one and how much she liked it. And I said, you know what? Well, you like that one the best. I'll give it a shot. And this is by far better than just a caramel latte. This is so good. Again, folks, for the 20th time, you've got to try this thing. It's fantastic. So, and then also, I know I'm jumping around a little bit, but there's so much to this place because you're a pub.
Yeah.
I actually didn't know that until y'all mentioned it before we got here.
Yeah. So we actually just got our shipment in. We have bearded iris. We have tailgate and
Insiders, Bob's your uncle, and local AF.
Bob's your uncle. Whenever she says that, I think it's just the saying and not the name. So I'm like, continue. Yes.
Yeah, Panther Creek. There you go. I got you.
So we're gonna have that. We have them all on tap, and we have them in cans as well. Yeah. So people can come in and watch the game.
Very cool.
We're going to be offering more lunch menu items too. So
that's new, right? We just talked about that. So what you doing for lunch?
No, I know I'm jumping all over the place now.
No, we're good, right? There's a lot to you, so
starting October 10th, we're going to be introducing bagel sandwiches and soup.
Okay.
And chips as well if they don't want soup. But yeah, like if it's game day or something, you got nothing else, just come on down.
Yeah.
You know, like you can get a beer because that's the pub part of us.
There you go.
So yeah, watch the game. We always
You
have
should
the
do
game
like a
going on.
flight and a flight.
Yes, that's actually, yes, we will be doing that too because we have it.
Yes. All right.
We have all of the like stationery for it. So like it's not gonna be a hassle if you want to just do a flight, because that's what
awesome.
Everybody's response is. They're like, you can do coffee flights? I've only heard of like beer flights. And we're like, yeah, we're different. But yes, so now that we have all of our new beers delivered for our new season, we're going to be doing beer flights as well.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, that's going to be coming I think towards the end of the month once we like lock in more details and stuff like that. So yeah,
Very
just look
cool.
out for socials on that.
We need to do like, we love to do like community events and different things, and we should try and figure out one here.
Yeah, absolutely.
You do so much, and you offer so much. And I mean, you're right down the street, you're off Main Street, right next to MTSU, maybe like a game day or something, or we'll figure it out. But that would be really, we got you. We'll figure something out. This will be fun.
We're not going anywhere.
Yeah, this will be fun. So yeah, obviously you're here to stay. The whole community loves you already, and you're 3 months old.
Yeah.
So So is there anything, I'm curious, that like you were, that you want to do in the community that, again, you're 3 months old, I get it, you're new, but is there anything you want to do in the community that you haven't yet, or anybody out there you want to get a message to or anything like that?
I mean, just keep showing up for us.
There you go.
I mean, like I said, we have a lot of people of different avenues, different walks of life that come through. They run our rooms. Like, we are very much like an all-inclusive place. We are probably one of the biggest like safe spaces. No, we just want to continue being there for the community just as much as they've been there for us.
Yeah, very cool.
Especially in such a short amount of time, like you said. But yeah, I mean, the community that we're building here is very different than what I've seen since I've been living here. So just being a part of that, like, that's something that we definitely want to continue moving forward, like just going headstrong with. So, or you know.
I know what you mean.
You know what I mean.
There you go. Take it up. Yeah. Well, I like the two.
Oh, yeah, and Tracy's from here too.
There you go.
So that's like that's a big thing too.
Locally owned folks.
Yeah.
Come on out.
She lived abroad for 10 years, came back, all of her family's here. So it's a big deal to her to like be a part of that community still. Yeah. Especially with now her dream coffee shop.
There you go.
So it's great.
Yeah. And I do want to elaborate on one thing because I thought this was funny. But when I asked about the name before we started filming, and I said, "What's with the name?" And Miss Tracy over here off camera. See, hold on. You said it was just kind of on a whim while you were watching the Titans lose, right? Is that what you said? It was a sad day. It was a sad day. It was a win and a lose. Yeah, got a great name, but the Titans lost.
Yeah.
There you go. Then it's stuck. While you were watching the Titans, I love it. Well, again, I appreciate it, and again, I see people walking around out there, so I don't want to hold you up. I see them going back and forth over here. So, but thank you again. I'll put all the information in the description of the video, so people can find your website, your social media, your address. They would want to come on down, and the name of this thing because it's fantastic.
Yeah.
One more time, what was it?
Bonfire Night.
Bonfire Night.
Yes.
Okay. I remember Bonfire, but I knew there was a second part to it.
Well,
so Bonfire Night.
I mean, they're just give me the bonfire.
Okay, the Bonfire.
Right.
Come and get that, folks. You will love it. All right, cool. Well, thank you for your time. Really appreciate it. And Miss Tracy, off camera, thank you for letting us come in and do this. This is fantastic. And that's it. So
thank you, John.
Thank you all for watching and listening and tuning in as always. We appreciate it. And we'll see you on the next one.